history. The history student, we need history, not money. So in order to bring this up, let's emphasize on building schools. South Sudan is counted as the lowest, the highest country with the illiteracy rate. How can we change this? We are not educated yet, but we have to implement more and more, allowing others to go to school, giving access, building more schools like Dynamism, Jumakan, and other more schools. I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning your school, but just a school, it should be implemented rather than hotels. Radisson Blue, if you want to go to Radisson Blue right now, thank you.
Yes.
If you are getting somewhere, just drop it down. Let's see that the network is not
any kind of
our
what?
friend, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't go to hotels, but I just read it.
Quite
So my ladies and gentlemen, you are
moderate from South Africa.
Along the street.
Let me know where you're watching us from.
The last person that we are going to have for this round of debate is Honorable Ahmad Simon from Osana Secondary School. Honorable, you are welcome.
Well, to prevent the erosion of South Sudan, you should let knowledge make what you the final point or a
Not quite Michael. Michael McQuest. This is Osana Secondary School with Juba Academy. Osana Secondary School with Juba Academy, and Leader School will come next with Leader School will come up with Monolith. So that's Juba Academy with Osana Primary School.
They have about that when we do know a place, how are we going to, and are we going to have the people who are not going, who are not related to the economy in South Sudan? Well, when we do know a place on the street,
I hope you are waiting for Elite High School. Never mind, Elite High School will come down. The level school winner. Ujang Michael McQuaid from South Africa. I will bring them down in the place. Let's go down.
Where are the citizens where we get one and pay their children in the schools? Because what you can see the situation of the schools, the economy is very poor, and we are the citizens of Sudan, we are suffering from the situation of the country. So meanwhile, when we put more of the schools, they will be revenue generated to the government of the country, and therefore the government will build pre-government schools started for the children of South Sudan, and therefore the citizens will get employed and they will pay their children in the schools. And now they talk of illiteracy, but we are saying that the school should be stopped. We are not saying that the school should be destroyed.
If you're getting somewhere, just drop it down, ladies and gentlemen. And the video is clear, just drop it down.
In the country. So
let me know, ladies and gentlemen.
Why are getting the point of illiteracy?
Let me know wherever you're watching us from.
We are not saying that school should be destroyed, but
share the video. Share the video. Mighty Osana with Mighty Juba Academy. So before that, we check a moderate today with him. I saw okay, click here. Maybe then I click here. I don't candidate to teach.
But ladies and gentlemen, do you know that building more of this can best the overall economic of South Sudan? When I believe that when we build more of this in South Sudan, there will be improvement to the poor economic of South Sudan. Because as I feel, we only have more schools. That was the one. We have more schools than the in South Sudan.
Okay. So what happened is my boys, let me know. My boys here and there.
And I'm sure that when we build more of those schools, there will be another improvement to the poor economic of South Sudan. In summary, right away from the first speaker to the last speaker, we talked of rate of payment, infrastructure development, foreign investment, urban development, diversification of the economy, tourism promotion, job creation, economic development, and if not because of time, we will have talked of cultural exchange, revenue, generation, and skills development. To conclude the points of the oppositional side, we ask the opponents of today's debate still stand firm, disagreeing with the resolution of today's debate, which said that more schools should be built than hotels in South Sudan. And I beg to stop here.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Honorable Ahmad from Wasana Secondary School. At this round, we will have a final submission within 2 minutes time. Final submission within 2 minutes time. You prepare, and that you come and do your final submission. Any of you, yes, in 2 minutes time. This kind of debate is step by step to be learned. I'm sure we may confuse and afraid what is the final solution. But this is it.
Remains observed once again. The generals, the ministers, the president, the people who are seeking for the presidency, I think they're all in the house, right? I didn't mention a part of saying the hotel managers, the chef, the watchman, did I mention that? No, I'm talking of the honorables here who are taking time to study because they know how valuable schools could be or how valuable education could be. Well, we want to end this. The main thing we are talking here, or we are having this, is to eradicate illiteracy. The main thing is to eradicate illiteracy. But when we build more hotels, assuming we take an hotel to people, and then they build a hotel, then foreigners come in, they come in there, and then people they assume they don't know language, yes, they don't know how to speak or write, they don't know communication. And then how do you see the situation of managing hotel in such an area? Does it make sense? It doesn't. We are not basically talking of Juba and South Sudan. I've said it and I'm saying it. We are talking of South Sudan in general. Put in places like people. Don't leave them out. There are places who need schools, not hotels. We don't really count out the building of hotels, but it will make no sense when we build more hotels than schools. We need schools, not hotels. This is the point. And I want to say this again and again. We need more schools compared to how we demand for hotels. The hotels we have here are enough to take the citizens of South Sudan. I beg to stop there. Thank you.
Osana High School.
Without working time, so we talking about big work, but we are not only focusing on Juba. We know since the government of South Sudan get independent, all the local places or states were given a school. I'm sure there is a school in Bihor. But why is it not running is because teachers are less paid, they come here to work paid. Teachers, there are no good teachers who have remained school come to study in Juba. For that case, if you are telling to us why we are like, you should go to a hotel, and that when you take a hotel there will be a good road. If there is a good road, the environment will be employed. If the environment are employed, there will be school fees. If school fees are paid, then students will go there. You're talking about honorable. All the honorable, you got to ask them. They don't they think we are better. Some of them, if there's somebody who works in television, one of them who is studying in Harvard, said that I asked for the school to give me a work to create a dialogue, pay my school fees and it's good honorable. So that thing cannot mean that we are saying that our church people will not earn a title of being honorable. People will earn it. They ask this way student, will you eat this way? People have been having the history of South Sudan since when they were chased from Egypt up to here. Well, we have that history to benefit us? It has not. So, what is the need of one person to benefit us? Before I proceed, my dear judge, those are the agents about the hotel giving the improvement and also the foreign investment. So you check over them. She has also talked of foreign investment, that when you enter the hotel, you find the face of only a black man who is working at the gate. But if you enter to look at it, you will find there is a foreigner. That is the fact. We don't deny it, though I have not seen it. But the fact is that our people who are here having money, they are not interested to invest for us. They don't want to do it. They want to keep the money and go in other places and loot our money. They want to do it for us. Then what should we wait for those who don't want to work for us? We put those who are willing to work for us. That's my case.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this round of debate, the first session. As we are heading out, the next debate will come out within 5 minutes time. Thank you so much. The results will be combined. You all will be asked to come in and the judges will declare the results. All right, the participants, we thank you so much. You may lead your team back, and then the participant of the other team come in as we are running back. Thank you so much. You will wait for your results. Coaches of the other two schools, you hand in. Yes, you hand in your team's names. Audience, you don't go out, but there are those audience of those schools that are coming. You come in, the other audience of the school that already participated, you go out. All right. Just a minute. Audience, just a minute, please. Audience from those participating schools, you come in. Audience from the participating schools, you come in. Coaches, you hand in the names, please. These activities to be done within 5 minutes. Handing in and sitting of the audience. Very fast. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the schools that are logging on in this round of debate again are Elite High School and Mount Olive High School. Mount Olive are negators and Elite are the farmers. As you hold on, you wait for the resolution. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the resolution for this afternoon's debate between Allied High School and Mount Olive High School is: learners should be blamed for their failure rather than teachers. I hope I got it right. It is not the resolution. All right. I think it's the only one that I did not put students, right? Is it the students? The student and learners mean the same. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce your school's name properly. Elite High School, not Allied. All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful corrections. Now, your resolution is students should be blamed for their failure rather than teachers. I hope I have moderated well now. Yes. Coaches or patrons, hand in the name of participant, please. We are time back. Coaches of Elite and Mount Olive. Ladies and gentlemen, as judges are still writing, and also the patrons are also still preparing, allow me to recognize the presence of EVC Radio journalist. Sir, you are welcome, big man. He's a big brother. If you do not know him, he is here with us in the building. You are most welcome to South Sudan Debaters Contest that is being held on today, 19th. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to give this golden opportunity to Mr. Garan for advertisement for 2 minutes only. Mr. Garan, you are welcome.
Hello. Protocol remain holds up. My name is Garan Matthew Jock, creative graphic designer, video editor, tutor, and a blogger. I'm the one doing this thing for you. And I stand committed. It has been a year and something I'm working alongside Teachers Without Borders in partnership with Mighty King of Sudan. We want to make this thing always special for you, and that's why I was irritated from the background of how you use or how you address them. Addressing the media is part of this debate, and if you don't do it well, you will likely to lose some marks, because we are trying to shape you into honorables of tomorrow. So, and there is a way you have to connect. You have to connect with the audience who are live and the audience who are not live. So that's why when you come over here, you have to put your file, and then you take some points as you address the media properly. For those of you who go and watch this coverage, you can go on Facebook and you watch it. Grandma Job, that's my name. You will find a lot of videos there. And then I have not come alone. For you are students today, but tomorrow you will be better people. There were students like you 2 years ago. They were in a school called Promised Land. After graduating, they decided to come up with something beautiful. They formed a company, and that company invited them to come with me so that you also get inspired. You know, most of you after school, you always want to go around looking for when you can do for yourself. So I've come along with that, and I will give him a chance to also inspire you later on. I've not come alone. I've the cattle keeper. The cattle keeper has done a lot of things. When he was in the cattle camp, he has been eating up. He has eaten very many cows from me. So I decided to bring him from the cattle camp to town so that he joined the school and know how to, do people's thing. So the cattle camp the cattle keeper is there. I want my job, Japan. Did you English? He doesn't know English. So that is our job. Whichever school that is going to win this contest, our majority is going to join that school. Our majority is also clever, so he cannot join nursery, primary. He will join directly from high school. That is a job for you. I'm saying all these things because he doesn't understand English. But if I cannot keep him, and after I'll decide to take him to court because he has cheated me a lot. He has eaten a lot of cows and started confusing me that they died of HIV, others died of malaria, others, these cattle keepers are so complicated. So I've decided to bring him to join the school which is going to win this contest. Another thing I'm going to offer the school, which is with this contest, is visibility. For you, the schools, you have to work hand in hand with the media or the marketing companies like GMG Multimedia. You need that visibility out there. And the technology is growing. Now we are having microcomputers like this one. So I can make a short clip for you, that video, then I edit it. How it is going to reach out there will not be the problem of the school. It will be my problem. I have a team that can do that. And that's why I came alongside Vijay Tende. I had forgotten to tell you that whatever school that is going to win, we are going to do a skit, short video, and then we'll hand it over to him. Whatever movie is going to translate, he will put that short video in front of the video for your school to go beyond. So that is one thing we are going to do. And also, my advice to you is I want you to always engage yourself with the positive people. However much you're not doing well, you just be positive, engage yourself with positive people, and everything that you want, you will achieve. Thank you very much. Don't forget to follow the Garang Monthly Job on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and all the other media platforms. So let me also give this opportunity to my brother Garang also to showcase his brand or business. And whatever photo you're going to get from here, he will tell you. Garang, you're welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Garang Ton, a student in the College University of Cuba. I'm pursuing my degree in computer science and IT in the Department of IT. That's a brief introduction about myself. So, I really appreciate what South Sudan data contest have done today. It's really a great thing in empowering the youth in high school to have the courage to stand in front of everyone, like to express themselves and give points that show that they can stand and argue for their country in one stage, like what Mutayol is doing for us, what she did in South Africa, Morocco, and what she's going to do in Germany. We're really happy of what is doing for us. As South Sudanese, this year is a great year for South Sudanese. We should all accept that. Mutayol is doing it for us, the basketball team is doing for us, you are doing for us, and everyone here is going to do the same thing this year. I'm from Genius Mind Media. We call ourselves Genius Mind Photography. We also do videography. Genius Mind is a group of people that completed, a group of students that completed from Thompson Secondary School. It is formed normally like the way when students are completing their senior form, they always form groups, like some schools like Gallus will have groups, I'm sure. Other schools like Independent, Elite, they also have some groups. But those groups that are formed in the school and people are completing don't become effective when you complete the school. So as Genius Mind, when we completed, we decided to stay together and we came up with some points that when we complete, we are not going to just let the name Genius Mind die after we complete our high school. So we decided to come up with some ideas that we're going to do after school. So the first thing that we did was, as Genius Mind, we said that we are going to stay together. And how are we going to keep ourselves together? We believe that most of the students after completing high school, they leave and do other unnecessary things, especially when we stay in the area of Shirkat right now. There are very many crews in here in our Shirkat. So it is the influence of not engaging ourselves into things like co-curricular activities like playing football, games, or engaging ourselves into churches. Some of us should be in church, by the way. You cannot play games, go to church. Get to engage in something positive. So this is the reason why we stay together and say we are not going to let our members to go and later and do other things that might affect us in the future. So that's the first thing we said we are going to stay together as a group. The second thing we said, we are going to open up businesses that will create self-employment. We believe that when you finish Singapore in South Sudan, most of the students are believed to be stable. Especially our culture thing, we know that when you complete Singapore, you can go. So the support that was given to you when you're studying needs to be given to you when you're out of school. So we decided to say we're going to employ ourselves, self-employment. We employ ourselves and create things for ourselves, like jobs, and maintain ourselves as we stay together. That's one of the things that we managed to say that we were going to do. We created businesses for ourselves, and we managed to come up with Genius Mind Photography. I want to talk about what's happening today, the debate. When I was in my high school, I couldn't manage to stand in front of everyone, but I managed to present my class at a school level. But because of Michael Good Masia, Michael Good is one of the greatest debaters from Grand Debaters. If you have heard of Grand Debaters, we're in the same class, same school at the same time. So he's one of the great debaters, and I'm sure the reason why he's here also today is because he loves what people are doing, and that's what he does. He loves what he does also. So let's encourage the youth, especially the students that are still, especially the ones who are saying that we're in senior one, and we still have a long time to go. But if you don't encourage such people to stay on the podium, showing them that you can still do better, even if you lose, then these people will end up one day using the podium and not doing what they like. So let's encourage ourselves, as South Sudanese, and as young citizens of the country. All we are doing this year, or what we shall be doing, is for the betterment of the country. I would like to say in conclusion that as South Sudanese, let's prioritize empowering youth. These youth that we are going to empower are the ones who are going to lead the country tomorrow. Thank you. Before I forget it, I almost forgot actually about the photos. If you follow our page, Genius Mind Photography, you will still get them there. And if you have not followed today, you follow Genius Mind Photography and make sure that you're going to get the photos from there for the debate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that advertisement, though it was long than expected. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin the second session of this debate. As I put it before, in the very beginning of the first debate, I wanted to give a chance to the judges to debate or tell us what should we do here. When a participant comes, we'll do away with what the judges are saying. Right now, allow me to call upon the Honorable First, and then the Chief Judge will come here to talk later. Ladies and gentlemen, the schools that are participating are Elite High School versus Mount Olive. Here, allow me to call upon the first speaker from Elite High School, that is none other than Honorable Adwok Susan Samuel. Not there? Yes, as she comes, you clap for her. The second speaker from Elite is also Honorable Abbas Akon Abbas. The third speaker from Elite is Honorable Dr. Ajit Solomon. Another senior one. Yes. Mount Olive, we have Honorable Sarafania Nyandem. The second speaker is Honorable Bull Paul Gabriel. The third speaker is Surprise Queer. All right, as we're waiting for the court judge, allow me to tell you this. The right honorables who are going to present later. When you are coming here, you be so mindful of how you introduce that brief introduction. You recognize all the tables and other things. So also present yourself as if you're also talking to both media and the audience. This is what I can say. The other thing is manage your time, be precise, and don't make sure you are caught up by time. We're waiting for her. Ladies and gentlemen, as the court judge is coming, we are to be reminded, you are to be reminded with the resolution. The resolution is students should be blamed for their failure rather than teachers. With this being said, it is a resolution that is going to be debated by Elite High School against Mount Olive High School. I think this is the resolution. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, allow me to call upon Right Honorable Adwok Susan Samuel from Elite High School.
An American Marvel exacting, Lee Lacoca once said, in a completely rational societies, the best of us would be a teacher and the rest of us would have to settle for something else. Because teaching is the only profession that teaches other professions. Honorable Moderator, the Board of Justice and Equality, the two competitors of today's debate, my distinguished audience. I begin with this powerful reminder from William Butler. He once stated that education is not the filling of a pie but the lighting of a fire. I, as the first speaker of a team of called performers, would kindle that fire of understanding and demonstrate that students bear the primary responsibility for their academic success or failure. Because blaming teachers for students' failure is a narrow perspective that disregards the nature of educational outcomes. And blaming teachers exclusively for students' failure oversimplifies a complex issue. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Honorable Adixisi, the first of family of today's debate, and the well-articulated resolution that reads, the students should be blamed for their failure rather than teachers. I am not alone, though we are here as team, whereby a boxer Calaban, second speaker, and Kaji Solomon, the third speaker. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in order to break down and simplify the resolution to the August House, allow me to define the keynotes. A student is a learner under the supervision of a teacher at secondary or at university level. Blame is the holding of somebody accountable for something negative. Failure is a condition of not meeting the intended or desirable objective. Teacher is an educator, instructor, or is responsible for imparting knowledge. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with the pyramids of Africa, we the samples are simply saying that because teachers are human and no human is perfect, they can't be blamed. However, not for students' failure, but rather for their early arrival to school, giving students exercise, and punishing the indisciplined students, because teachers are instructors and educators. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still going to ask ourselves this question that if teachers are the cause of students' failure, why do other students pass and others fail in their classes? Blaming teachers will simply mean blaming the entire educational and effort, utilization of resources. While our second speaker will talk of individual learning style, goal setting and motivation, and lastly, ownership of mistakes. To begin with personal accountability. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crucial for students to take personal accountability for their education in order to get actively in their learning process. But some students make the opposite of this too. For them, getting actively in their learning processes, they rather engage actively on Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, and Instagram. By doing so, they can fail, and later on the blame has to be put on teachers, which is not fair. And research by educational psychologists further shows the growth mindset. Together with the behavioral data collaboration and analysis, shows that having a higher growth mindset was associated together with the light difference. Students' attentional resources for your money. Students' attentional resources, they are able to through the moderate to affect the giants and last with you audience. Ladies and gentlemen, the example of personal accountability is the story of Thomas Edison, who failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Illustrating how perseverance and personal reality lead to success. And here is an evidence for this story is found in his book, which is titled Inventor of the Modern World Technology. Through the moderator, where the judges can ask you to your audience. Secondly, allow me to talk of utilization of resources. The students have full access to educational resources both inside and outside the classroom. It is their responsibility to make the best use of these resources to support their learning journey. The students who actively engage in these learning processes are tend to perform better academically. And here is an example for this. The example is Asian countries. The success of Asian countries in the international education ranking can be attributed in the developing work ethics of students who devoted extensive hours in their learning process. Here is an evidence for the Asian countries. In summary, I have talked of personal accountability. Secondly, I have talked of utilization of resources. Conclusively, it is essential to remember that age or wisdom. You carry the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Teachers provide guidance and support to students, but students must choose to engage, work diligently, and take responsibility of their academic success to perform better academically and improve their learning style. Therefore, I beg to request. Thank you.
That was Honorable Adu Susan Stemwell from Elite High School, affirming resolution. That state, you know already. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our high school, we have to call upon Honorable Sarafina Nyandeng.
First of all, may the sitting protocol remain observed. I recognize the presence of Honorable Chairperson, Secretary, critics, judge, timekeeper, plus the two celebrating fighting for their mentorage. While not forgetting you, my dear audience, I'm by the name Sarafina Nyanzen Gabriel. I'm not here alone, we are here as a team, negating the resolution of tonight's page. My second mover is Paul Bull, followed by surprise quill. Albert Einstein once said, good teaching is more of giving right questions than giving right answers. I write in opposition of the resolution that says learners should be blamed for their failures rather than teachers. First of all, I would like to define the keywords. A learner can be defined in so many different ways, but we define a learner to be a person who is receiving the knowledge, skills, attitudes, ethics from a formal or informal setting and situation. A teacher, let's say, is a person who is knowledgeable, has skills in delivering of knowledge into the mind of learners. In education, it is the role of the teacher to prepare scheme of work, lesson plans, and notes according to the standard of the Act of Professions, including reading, giving guidance, value, and ethics pertaining learners' academic journey and issues affecting their present life. So the belief that learners should be blamed for their failures rather than teachers is a misguided proposal. Our value is promoting quality and equitable access to education. Our value criteria is to hold teachers accountable for their deeds. Therefore, to achieve equitable access to quality education, teachers should be blamed for learners' failures because teachers do not do much as expected or to the expectation, according to the Act of Professions. Let me lay my case forward on the reason and confirmation to why teachers should be blamed for learners' failures rather than learners for their failures because of teachers' needs or the fault. Lack of enough knowledge, skills, and ethics. What I have to say about this, it doesn't mean that teachers lack knowledge to teach. That's not the case. But what I'm meaning here, most of the teachers might be senior 4 leavers, only they're having certificate that they have completed the secondary level. But such teachers, if we allow such teachers to teach us, while they're senior 4, they might lack skills and ethics to teach us. So that situation, if a learner have to fail, then it might not be our fault. It is teacher's fault. Some teachers, they give us an assignment, but later on you might fail to check the notes and do all those stuff. So that might lead to students' failures. So whom should we blame for our failures? If teachers don't do the work or don't prepare the notes as it is required. Lack of quality teaching. Teachers do not do the scheme of work, lesson plans, assignment, and feedback. So for example, there are some teachers teaching is around school and at the same time, teachers might be teaching in 3 or 4 schools, which is not okay. A teacher might not have time to come. Maybe he might be there in school during his timetable while he's the one teaching. And in school, we have 3 types of people. We have first learners class who get things at the moment they're teaching. Second to that, we have learners who understand things slowly, and the learners who really need to be taught. But at that situation, what do we do? Teachers might appear. Indeed, you want anything for explanation, you are nowhere to see a teacher for that period of time. So how would I like to conclude by saying, don't let your garden be weed by hand, a skillable person. Where you do that, it will lead to destroy your crops. That means don't let us students, we don't want ourselves to be taught by teachers who are not qualified. We have qualified teachers, but they're not motivated. But that might lead to our failure. If I'm to have, I'm sure 100%, 10 of 100 are professional teachers. But if we are to be taught by those teachers, then we're going to make our country to be a better place. I would like to stop there. Thanks. Here is the evidence.
Thank you so much, Sabrina Nyandeng from Mount Olive, who are just presenting points. We are moving on very well. We are to go and call on the second speaker from the affirmative side, that is Honorable Abbas Akon Abbas. Honorable, you are highly welcome. Thank you, Major. Picture this. You were on a roller coaster, soaring through the twists and turns of life accelerating journeys. But suddenly, the ride comes to screeching hell, and you find yourself stuck on a door. Helplessly blaming the roller coaster operator for your inability to enjoy the ride. It sounds sad, doesn't it? In the context of education, blaming teachers for student failures is like blaming the roller coaster operator for your fear of heights. It's time to break free from this cycle of misplaced blame and acknowledge the responsibility that lies with students themselves. Thank you, the moderator, the judges, and to decide, ladies and gentlemen, without the rule. Abbas about the name, the second mover from the affirmative side, under the well-to-bed motion that said, students should be blamed for their failures other than teachers. And before I go further, allow me to rebuttal the all was spoken out by the first negator. Ladies and gentlemen, she talked of lack of glory and skills. And moreover, she told us that there are schools that are creating for sleepers. In the teacher's board of conduct, I believe there is no administration that can employ staff. And in case there's an administration that can employ staff, then I want to say that you as a student, you have 75% of your time. Therefore, you need to do research on what the Singapore are giving you. Therefore, if you still fail, you are accountable for your failures. Then, she talk of lack of quality teaching. I believe a student have to have a hard work and determination. And if you are a student is lacking such, then you are held accountable for it. Blaming teacher for your failures will always lead you to lack of improvement. Therefore, students should be blamed for their failures other than teachers, to the moderator, the judges, and the audience. At this point, allow me to introduce you on why we are famous is not from today.
other than teachers. Individual learning style. In certain ways, students have unique learning style and preferences. However, it's their opportunity to choose what method works for them best. I want to show you the learning style in the class. So one that prefers writing and then read later. One that prefers writing and then read later. I want the expecting students that do not choose any of the choices in the class. How do you expect them to pass? How is it for our data? Or not good evidence, I actually examine different areas. However, it's up to them to recognize every district. Take for example, Albert Einstein, known as the conventional learning style, because he embraced individuality and pursued his passion for physics. Now, if we could do this as students, then why do you have to blame teachers? Of course not. A question, do we appreciate teachers for making students fast? Of course not. We appreciate students for making themselves fast. Therefore, we should blame teachers for specific students that are making themselves fast. To the moderator, the judges, and the audience. Secondly, thank you. Secondly, allow me to have goal setting and motivation. Setting academic goals and staying motivated are vital to student success. A student must take the initiative to set clear objectives and find motivation within themselves. Science and educational psychology consistently shows that certain motivated students perform better academically. Ladies and gentlemen, take the story of Malawi Zendaya, who defined their necessity to pursue higher education and vocational education, demonstrate the power of distinct motivation. Now, if we could do this as students, then why not blame teachers or course Number one. Ladies and gentlemen, this starting because that shows that some motivated students for doing academically to join for application. In finally, I've talked about program, that is individual learning style and goal setting and motivation. In closing, I leave you with the wisdom of Benjamin Franklin said, tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I repent. A student doesn't really involve yourself in their academic learnings and then for you on the other line, the rules are safe. I have my yes.
That was Honorable Abbas upon Abbas from Elite High School. Moving on to the other negative side, we are going to call upon Honorable Paul from Mount Oi.
A great teacher inspires, a good teacher tells, and a good teacher demonstrates. Actually, blaming learners for that failure, it is going to make us to the side of the real problems why these students are failing. Therefore, we maximize on the quality of education, and to achieve this, teachers should be held accountable for the student failure. Therefore, we do say that teachers should be all accountable for student failure rather than blaming learners themselves. And by the name of Paul Gabriel from the subordinator, I would like to recognize the table of judge, the moderator, and the audience. Albert also once said that a great teacher is a person who takes knowledge and inspires a learner. Therefore, teachers are submissive, students are submissive to the teacher. Like if your coach has gone with someone club and he has eaten someone club, why is it that the owner is held accountable by not punishing the boss? Therefore, the students are the good and then the teachers are the owners of the good. Therefore, the students' failure is as a result of weakness of teachers. Therefore, teachers should be blamed for their failures rather than the students. To move into my point, I will talk of automatic promotion. I will also talk of multi-practice. I will also talk of inconsistency. I will also talk of negative logic. I will also talk of inclusion. Under multi-practice, you find that these teachers, some of them they have just completed Singapore, or maybe some of them are university freshers, and they will have the knowledge But because they do not go through the teaching institute, for them they have to know that they might be good in mathematics, but they don't have that skill of making a learner understand. Therefore, the content that we are going to give to the learner is not enough, hence making the learner to fail. Therefore, teachers should be good for learners failure. My colleagues say that why is it that some students pass and some students fail? The reason is because of background difference. We understand that some learners they are disabled. You should not make a disabled person for failing. Because the class will have fast learners, slow learners, and disabled. These are time takers. You need to entail an approach that helps them to pass well. Like if someone cannot see well or cannot hear well, then at the end he fails exam. We will blame him. Instead, teachers should be blamed because teachers will not get it of making learners understand. Let me also talk of automatic admission. In South Zambia, we find that somebody has been chosen from the school and is living in a new school, and the administration and the teachers, they don't access the background. You will just find that this person has gone even from senior 1 to senior 4, and later, because he believes that they are going to give him what he calls confidential answers, therefore the learner will graduate. It is because of teachers' ethics. And to prove this, 7 teachers were arrested for shipping envelope via WhatsApp. Here is the evidence. Also, in this year, in the year of 2022 to 2023, over 203 users were withheld by the Ministry of Education because of shipping allegations. Therefore, teachers should be blamed for a student failure. Let me also talk of inconsistency of teachers in the class. These teachers will teach in different schools, and because of that, they have left public school. And public school is found that the students struggle like Euro outside, and it's not to study under the guidance of teachers. Finally, from the standard, they show that all the curriculum have been taught. Therefore, the content that the learner receives is very small. And therefore we should blame teachers for student failure. Let me also talk of inclusion. Inclusion is whereby you can get all the learners irrespective of their age, gender. We ask a graduate who is mathematics, and because he needs to be free, then that teacher was said, thank you.
Thank you so much. That was profound, ladies and gentlemen.
Questions
from Mount Oi High School. At this time, we are going to go for questions. And please, it is only one question per indicator or comment. So if you are gathering, I'm not going to take it. So we begin with any side and ready.
No, don't answer.
is it to the farmers or to the negators? But I'll just wait for it.
I'm called Joe from Juba South Adventist Secondary School. And my question goes
To the farmers.
my question goes to the negators, because they say that it is teachers that should be blamed for the failure of students. We know very well that teachers give students 25%, and the rest of 75% is supposed to be collected by the student. So how do you convince us that it is the teacher to be blamed when the student is having 70%?
Yes. 75 and 25. Get the question. That one? The question is going there.
I'm by name Jarababia, and my question goes to the farmers. Are there any factors that make the student fail? Are there any external factors that make the student fail? Are there any external factors that make the student fail?
All right. Yes. Any prescription is over. Only one. Here you are being asked factors that make external factors that make student fail. And here are 75 and 25. But mathematics is a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, allow me to call upon Honorable Joe Ajit from Ellis High School.
The time we exist in now is a time dominated by the prevalence of the inability to distinguish between realities and scams. When a reality is said, it is articulated as a scam, and when a scam is said, it is articulated as a reality. Winston Churchill, a United Kingdom Prime Minister, once said, the best argument ever is a 5-minute conversation. Give me 5 minutes of your time, and by the moment I leave this stage, you will be capable of making a better decision and distinction. The ladies and gentlemen, Table of Justice and Equality, the Honorable Moderator, and everyone present in the August House. I am John Ajit Solomon, the third affirmer, of course, from the affirmative side, under the well-articulated resolution that brings us together today to contemplate the fact that students should be blamed for their failures other than teachers. Well, dear ladies and gentlemen, in a layman language, the resolution simply means that we should give students the failure and blame for whatever results they bring in class. First of all, to answer the questions that were posted by my noble audience, it was asked, are there any other external factors that make students fail? Of course, it's a yes answer, dear ladies and gentlemen, because students failing does not mean that they have to be given the full blame. Maybe a parent, a teacher, or any other person might participate indirectly, but the whole blame goes to a student. Most of it is for a student. I hope I have answered you to the full expectation. Thanks. Well, dear ladies and gentlemen, to come back to what I am here for, what was stated by my fellow negators, first of all, someone talk about lack of knowledge concerning the teachers. What we are saying here is about professional teachers. If a teacher does not have knowledge, that person is not a professional teacher. Thanks. Teachers fail to get your, dear ladies and gentlemen. It is your work as a student to make sure that you get to write your notes, not the teacher to force you to write your notes. I hope I have clarified that. Teachers who teach in first schools, one thing we all have to know is that teachers are people, and if they are people, they have to survive, dear ladies and gentlemen, and it is their work to make sure that they get what they want. Do you think that your school fees that you pay can be able to cater for all the needs of teachers? Of course not. Now, to talk on disability, you being disabled physically does not mean that you are disabled mentally. Someone stated about that before. Someone talked about cheating of exams, that teachers help students to cheat exams. Dear ladies and gentlemen, you have already shown us that teachers love you. That's why they have to cheat for you exams to make you pass, but you are trying to be for you. Dear ladies and gentlemen, someone was trying to make the relevance of the both and the students. There is a difference between a human being and an animal that uses 4 legs to walk on the ground. Dear ladies and gentlemen, so I hope I have clarified that the animal does not have a mind to think and does not have a mouth to talk. I hope I've clarified that. Now, dear ladies and gentlemen, to come back to our points as they are farmers, first of all, to talk on critical thinking. You as a student, you have to think critically. A teacher will give you a work, but it is your work to make sure that you expand much more on that. Now, personal accountability and efforts. If we have people in the room here that use their time on Facebook, WhatsApp, and many others, thanks for the warning, and many other social media apps, you should make sure that you put money for the studies, but at the end of the day, if you fail, you want to put the blame on the teacher. Can you please justify that? Now, on goal setting, each and every person must have a goal of everything, dear ladies and gentlemen. If you come to school, you should know you are a person. You should have a goal of being a better person in future, and that's why you have to work for that. Now, to make the general summary of all what we have said to convince you. First of all, the first speaker in arrangement, personal accountability and effort, utilization of resources. The second, individual learning styles, goal setting and motivation, and the third, critical thinking. Dear ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, let me leave you with with the words of an ancient philosopher, as he once said, those who blame others for their failures never overcome them. Instead, they simply move from problem to problem. To reach your full potential, you must improve yourself. And if you can't do that if you don't take the responsibility of your actions and learn from your mistakes. Thanks, and happy Teachers Day in advance. Thanks.
Wow. Yes. I am coming out from senior 1, I go to senior 2.
So now we use it for final submission later.
Like that. If you need questions, they will be answered according to how we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Honorable Dr. Ajit Solomon from Elite High School. Moving on to the last of this debate session, allow me to call upon Honorable Surprise Queen to surprise us with his argument. Honorable Queen, welcome.
Thank you so much. Let the suggested protocol remain observed. The writer of the Quran, the beloved country, once said, the soil that cannot support the growth of the plant can lead to the death of the plant. Let me answer the question which was asked right. That the teachers give the 25% of the points to the students. Do you know what, my brothers? The teachers allow the student to keep classes from senior 1 to senior 4. Do you think the student will acquire that 75%? No, the student will not get that because the teachers allow them to skip classes from senior 1 to senior 4. Allow me to talk about Mr. Jonaji said, the teachers they should not be blamed for the cheating of exam to a student. They should be blamed. Remember in 2020, the bridge to Rwanda came to South Sudan and they selected the top 10 students in South Sudan. And all of them went for interview and they all failed. That was the failure of the teachers. Why should you cheat the exam to someone? That means you are destroying the future of that person. Let me talk about the teacher's ethic. The teachers, the dressing code of the teachers. The teachers dress anyhow. Some men with the six-pack, they show their six-pack to girls so that the girl can see in the class and the girl will stand look at the six-pack. And the madams, also they leave their breasts hanging outside, whereby all their eyes will be to the teachers. That is too much. And also let me talk about, she said that other students fail and others pass. The reason is, the teachers, they don't give explanation to students. And some teachers, some students are slow learners. If you are slow learner, you have to be taken slow. That is the reason why they just go slow like that. Let me talk about the lack of the quality teachers. Let me say, yes, they are the teachers teaching us, but they are not qualified to be the teachers. They are not qualified. How can a university, like someone who just completed senior 4, and someone who is year 2 university teachers, like now you are in university second year, you just go to school, you come back to teach, that means you are exhausted, you will not do that. Some teachers are teaching several schools, they are teaching year 12 schools. Do you think the teacher will not have enough time to teach this whole school? That means you are killing the students. That the teacher should be there. Thank you for the word. And let me talk about the automatic promotion. As you say, the automatic promotion, some student, they are just there. They fail from other school and ask the teacher, you come and admit them. Why should you admit them without giving them the interview or the exam so that they can do it first, then you admit them? Let me conclude, let me wind up by, I talk about teacher ethic, lack of quality teachers, and motive of the teaching, and inclusive in learning, teachers dressing codes, and automatic promotion. One wise man said, the breast that cannot produce milk cannot be given to a child, because the child will die, because it will not suck anything inside the breast. That means a teacher who is not qualified enough to be a teacher should not teach the student. That means that thing will kill all the students. As we can see, all the teachers are there, and majority are not professional teachers. They are just there to get what they wanted, and from just say that they are getting what they wanted. What do they want? Money. So all the teachers are looking for money, so that they go with their money and leave the student. Let's come like it. Remember, Malik is a public school, was the one of the best schools those days. But now where is Malik? The teachers are running. They are going to the school who are more higher than, they are leaving the government school and they are running to the school who are well paid, like paying the teachers. Where are those schools? They are dying. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Allow me to stop there.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to this round of debate. Here, the participants may join their schoolmates as... Oh, sorry. The final submission is to be done. And we begin with the affirmers. Any of you can just come and do that.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the last speaker for reminding me of something that I did not say here about cheating. If I am to ask each and every one of you, why do people cheat to pass? And if you don't pass, why do we have to say that cheating causes us to fail again? Of course. And I'll have to tell you what come back next time. You also stated about something that teachers come to class and show students their private parts. You know, as a student, you go to study. You don't go to school to go and look at the private parts of teachers. So that is your work, to look at the private parts of teachers. Dear ladies and gentlemen, let me reinstate what we have been explaining here as they are farmers. We do say that teachers are human beings, but they are not to be blamed for whatever results that a student brings. They would rather be blamed for maybe failing students, that you people might say that, maybe blame for copying too much notes. You people might think of that too, dear ladies and gentlemen. Let me leave this conclusion and say that we will never blame teachers for whatever things they do. They just want to make us pass, not to make us fail. As we near the end of this debating debate, let me leave you with the wise words of a philosopher, as he once said. It is no difference in the spiritual realm. Our failures do not need to define us. It all depends on how we respond. If we curse our luck, blame others for our failures, and fail to identify what fails us, then we will surely continue to fail. But if we get back on the right path, recognize what makes us fail, and accept the fact, then surely our failures will lay the ground for us to be future succeeders. Thanks.
That is the speech from Mr. Job. Honorable Job. The next. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jock. As we know that a hand that cannot fit itself cannot be given to someone to fit that person. Let me tell you this joke. The eyes have no cover, whereby when you see something, you will cover it so that you cannot see. The brain will tell you there is something suspicious, and your eyes will go there and see. As you can see, the teachers, let's put an example, the girls. When you see a man with 6 packs, what will you do? You will not close your eyes. When you see as a man, put an example, surprise God. When I see a teacher, something is hanging, I have to put my eyes first. As we do that, let me talk about life. The teacher should be taken for training. You should have a certificate for training, so that you should not lack that. A qualified teacher always talk to a student, motivating, not worry about the salaries. A qualified teacher should worry about how a student is going to pass, not my salaries are delayed for 6 months.
But let me see a prediction wherever you are watching us from.
The different training service should be done accordingly to improve academic performance. When all of us we depend on cheating exam, where will we go students? Where will we go in South Sudan? Tomorrow we try to go to USA, we fail exam, then we'll come back to our country. What we will do? Who will be the next minister if the teachers are helping us and they are growing old? We will go and call them again to come and do our work for ourselves? No. So that we should not depend on mature. If the teacher gives you this is the mature, refuse. So the teaching should be improved in South Sudan accordingly.
Okay. We are finished with this round of debate, and we shall be waiting eagerly for the judges now to compile the results as we wait for the results to be announced by them. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, you can now join your colleagues and wait for the results. With this, we have come to the end of this round of debate. We are eagerly waiting for the next round of debate that is going to take place in the afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your prediction. Where can you be jumping when? We don't know actually who's going to win this debate. Between High School and Mount Olive.
Already, it is already afternoon.
Who's going to win this debate? We don't know. But let me see your prediction.
For the next round of debate. Thank you. Another thing that I would like to put across as well. Yes, as you are going for your school, you come back for the results in the next 15 minutes. Wait for results, do not go to school or home. What are you going to tell? I have attended the debate, and how did it end? It ended in 0-0. This one there's no 0-0, okay? There is a winner and there is a loser. Anybody with a talent to come and entertain us? Talent, anything. If it means basketball, is okay here. Something educative, okay? Music, as long as it's not touching the other part.
Okay, my brother Granga call, I'm sorry for that. And then
alright, we resort to Reno, of course. This is what we can do best. We also go to dance means and so forth. If you have, you can tell us. It's the time for interaction, time for educating ourselves, and we are here doing great things for ourselves.
So, ladies and gentlemen, people went for break. And let me see
who's
going to win this debate between Elite and Mount Olive.
They say Rido, yes.
Let me see a prediction of the debate anyway. So the sound is so much, I don't know. It's time for Rido.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? I thank God for the privilege and the opportunity that has given unto me. I am Rido. I need you to pay attention to this riddle. Okay, it's very simple. All together. Yeah, the riddle is very small, but sensitive. I need you to pay attention in case maybe if you get it, you may get your reward altogether. What is that thing that you are going to use to solve this riddle? There was a certain tall tree in the village, and that tall tree is the only resting place. One of the things that happened, there was one of the grandmother that was in the forest with her own kid. When the mother came back from the forest, she came and rested. As she was resting, another person came with a sheep. The same person came and rested in the same place. The third person came with a dog. There when the person came with the dog, the sheep looked at the dog and ran away. While the sheep was running, there was shackles that were laid over the tree. So when the sheep was trying to run, the sheep knocked at the firewood, and the firewood fell on the child, and the child died. As a judge, how are you going to solve this problem? Thank you.
As a judge, that is what I have. Do we have the philosophers here? The senior 4 arts, senior 3 arts, do we have here? Can you repeat the question?
Okay. The question is very simple. There was a grandmother who went to the forest to go and get for herself firewood. And that grandmother is having a child. So when the grandmother came with the firewood, she placed it on the tree, under the tree, and slept with the child beside her. After that, when a man came from the forest with the sheep, when he went outside, so when the person came and slept under that tree and laid the sheep aside, when another person came around to come and take rest under the same tree, something happened. That man came with a dog. So immediately when the sheep behold at the dog, the sheep tried to run away. Especially it did knock the firewood, and the firewood fell on the child, and the child died. As a judge, how are you going to solve this problem?
Those days of Yongara, people used to cook with what? Firewood. But today, you cook with what? Charcoal or gas? Both. Now, as a judge, you have seen that grandmother living with a child. We do not know, since she is the grandmother, if the child belongs to her or the son or whatsoever, or the daughter. So the child is sleeping, came with the firewood, put them beside the child. Hey. You want to blow a line. And then a sheep, a man came with a sheep, just put the sheep next to where the child and the firewood are. Then the sheep tried now, is there a dog? There's a dog, right? Then came a dog, and the sheep saw the dog. The sheep tried to run. As a judge, but not 3 of them. As a judge, how can you handle that case? You are advised to take that one. As a judge, or as a lawyer, as advocate, or adjudicator, how can you see this? Yes.
Okay, as a judge, I'm not going to blame the sheep or the dog. I'm going to blame the grandmother who slept under the tree and she knows that she placed something like that.
Okay.
Is she correct?
Your answer is very wrong.
It's very
wrong.
As a judge, who is liable here? This is the law. This is what that is used in a court of law. Between a sheep, a dog, a grandmother, and the man, right? 3 of them or 4 of them. Who is liable? Philosopher? You?
Okay, it is a little bit tricky though, but I'm going to blame the woman.
Okay, why? Why?
He is saying he is going to come back, just like Manu, but he will not come back. As a judge, who is liable here?
Somebody step behind.
Yes. Who is liable here? After discussion, call me.
I think the sheep is liable because its cowardice forced it to run and it carelessly ran into the firewood and the firewood bounced on the kid and then the kid died. So the sheep is liable.
Okay. Your answer, congratulations, you failed the answer.
You can clap for her.
You have failed the answer.
Is the answer correct?
No.
Answer is not correct.
Yes.
Who helped? And judge.
You have a reason?
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you for the riddle. But according to me, I can't blame either the sheep or the dog. Because both of them, they don't know anything whether if the child will die or not. Thank you.
What about the honors? Because the sheep has an honor, the dog also has the honor.
The answer is not correct.
Not correct.
The answer is not correct.
Okay.
First of all, as human, you can't blame the dog, right? Because the dog had no sense for you to blame that. And also the sheep got no sense for you to blame that. Yeah? So, that's the person who came with the dog, right?
The one who came with the sheep.
As the one who came with the sheep.
I think there is no... Okay. As a judge, right?
According to me, so since that place has become a resting place where the mother who has a child is also there, and the owner of the sheep and the owner of the dog. So before the owner of the dog comes, the mother and the owner of the sheep were comfortable. So according to me, I would have blamed the owner of the dog. Thank you.
Okay. Almost 0.1%.
Now, since there's nobody, only one. Only one. Then, if I can also fail myself, then the owner of the riddle will answer.
Okay, according to me, I would like to blame the owner of the dog because the owner of the dog saw people, the grandmother and the child sleeping under the tree, and he knows that the sheep was also there, and he also knows that the dog and the sheep, they cannot settle in one place because they are having a small conflict.
1%.
1%.
The last person.
Only one, and then it will be taken back.
Thank you, everyone. I'm by name Atongai. According to my understanding in this video, a child cannot be taken to the forest.
Okay, a child cannot be taken to the forest, but the child was already in the forest. Thank you. Any other person?
I want to try.
Okay, try.
In the court of law, there are things that you need to look into. One, is the grandmother living in one house? I need you to respond yes or no.
Come again.
She is in her house, right?
She is in the house. What question?
Oh, in the court of law, there are things that need to be considered first before the final judgment.
Okay.
The grandmother who went and fetched firewood came back and placed where the child is. That is her compound?
No.
It is not her
compound.
compound.
With the child and came back with the child. Then they slept and put the firewood beside them. Yeah.
All right. Another thing that we also need to look into is the scene. No man's land, or it belongs to any of these members.
Okay. No one should be blamed. That's the answer?
I'm not asking. I just need you to say the scene where the problem started. Has it belong to, or is it a no man's land? It is a no man's land. There are two, okay? Are you noting? 3. The dog, as the owner, the dog is having something that we call trees passing. In the court of law, that one is considered most. Another thing that we also need to look at is negligence. Negligent here. The grandmother here came with negligent, placed the kid, and then absolutely went and brought the firewood, placed, and there the dog and the sheep also came. The one of the sheep here, you know, law is sometimes wicked. The owner of the sheep, did he just tie down his sheep with the knowledge from the grandmother, or he just did it negligent?
Okay. Let me explain it very well so that we can enter into our ears. The woman came with the baby, placed the the firewood, and nailed them on the tree. Then she put down the child and they rested, 2 of them. So when the man with the sheep came, he went on the other side, tied down the sheep and rested. Then the other person came when he was bypassing. When he was coming towards the tree, straight away, there was conflict between the dog and the sheep. This is where the problem is.
Right now, I am arriving at the
station.
Yes. So for me, the person who is liable here is the owner of the dog.
Okay.
Now it has defeated all of us. If my answer is not correct, you give us the answer. So that we proceed to the next.
Thank you. Let us clap for everybody who tried. Yeah, this one was very heavy for the whole village to answer it. But it went into the hand of an old man. So when the old man tried to look into the situation, he said that the woman came first, not knowing that somebody is coming after her. Also, the man with the sheep came and rested, not knowing that somebody is going to come behind. And the owner of the dog was hunting. He came without meat, meaning that he was frustrated. So he was just coming to rest. With his mind was far. So the problem is not among all of them. Nobody is found guilty. But what the man requested, or the old man requested, he said what we should do, bring the firewood, bring that sheep, and let us make the funeral of the baby with the assets.
You clap for him. That is his own idea. You have another one?
Okay. This one is very simple. There was one of the guy in the village. He's having a family.
Nobody is liable.
Okay. No one is liable. Yeah, there was an old man with a wife, the dog, and the calf and the child. They were living in the same room. That room, all of them were living inside, including the kettles. Okay? So one of the time, his friend came and visited him. So unfortunately, the wife went out and prepared some meal. While they were outside, unfortunately, they brought the food. The dog came to the visitor. So when the visitor saw the dog lying next to him, he said, at least, let me pinch something and give it to the dog. When the man pinched something, he put it down straight away. The chicken came around, the hen. So when the hen tried to pick the dog back at the hen, so the hen ran inside, and the baby was lying, and there was a calf that was inside that house. Those things happened in the house, all of them. So when the hen tried to fly, it flew over that calf. So the calf was awakened, and the calf tried to jump, it stepped on the baby, and the baby died. As a philosopher, please answer for us the question. It's the day of strong meat.
What do you do for a living? What have you studied?
I studied science.
You did silence.
Yeah, but I stayed with all men.
You stayed with all men. But read it once again.
So, ladies, we are waiting for
Okay,
the result.
let me repeat it. In a certain village, there was a man. And that man, he was having his own wife. And the wife was having a kid. They were living in the same room. One house was there. And in that house, there was a calf and cattle, hen, and a dog. So one of the days, his friend came from the other village to come and visit him. Straight away, the woman put the baby down and went and attended to the husband. The husband said, go and prepare certain meal. So while the woman was outside preparing a meal, they were inside. After the food was brought, the man was trying to eat. Straight away, the dog came next to him. So he pinched out of the food that he was eating and he placed it down. So when it was placed down, straight away, the hen, they were in the same house. So the hen came running to come and grab. Straight away, the dog barked at the hen. And the hen tried to fly. So when, in the process of flying, straight away, they flew over the calf that was sleeping. And hen cannot be flying while quiet. They were making some noise. It was making some noise. Straight away, while the calf was sleeping, the calf was awakened and tried to jump to save itself. The calf stepped on the child, and the child was found dead. Who is to be blamed? The mother, the father, the visitor, the dog, or the hen? Somebody's there. You should back up your answer with a reason.
It's the chicken.
To be blamed.
Yes.
Why?
Because the chicken is supposed to learn manners.
It's the old man and the woman because they're lazy. They couldn't build another house for the animals. How can they ever put animals and people in the same house yet they know they have a kid? It's the parents of the kid.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. Remember, it is a village.
Woman is to be blamed.
Why?
Why did she place the child inside the house? While she knows that the animal are inside and they don't have sense, they cannot see. So women deserve to be blamed.
Okay.
Human. We are shocked. We are going to receive the same answer. No one is liable. The sheep, the dog, and the other one will be taken, say that the funeral is done.
Well, for me, I should blame the visitor. Because you cannot give, the dog is inside. The animals, let me say, the animals are all inside. You cannot give for a dog a food and the chicken is around.
You must analyze one thing here. When you're a visitor, you have a way that you behave.
First of all, I would like to ask you whether the child was sleeping or not inside the house.
Okay, and the child was sleeping.
Okay. I will not blame the visitor or the parents, or the chicken or the dog.
Okay.
Yeah, because the visitor never knew whether there were animals or the kid inside the house. So I would like to say that we just take the calf and make the funeral of the little kid, and that's all.
Human. This is your bringing funeral here.
No funeral is here.
Yes. How do you see? Big son.
Thank you so much, the moderator. Well, it's not all the accidents that are supposed to be guarded against. Other accidents happen as a result of a sheer luck. I believe, as a sound-minded parent, you are supposed to construct more houses so that you guard against such uncertainties. You can't keep the cattle, the dog, and in the same house, you are to sleep with your children. You are the one to blame. Of course, there is a difference between a legal liability and a share of blame. There is no one liable here, but the parents have the biggest share of blame, since the animals are not taken to have the sound mind to read on what can cause the accident or not.
Almost. But it's stuck at the way.
I thought you were going to say wonderful.
Okay, wonderful. Congratulations because you failed.
Give us the answer. You will fail.
Okay, the one that should be blamed is the woman because she would have served both chicken and the dog separately to avoid conflict.
Clap for her. So that's for the nine.
You can give us the answer.
Okay, it's just to top up on what she's saying. The food is supposed to be served for all of them. Because there's no way that you can serve a visitor without the man of the house eating. So the answer is supposed to be no one should be blamed, but the blame falls on the wife. The last thing that I should say is something very short. It is not again brainstorming. It's just a small story that happened to one of the farmers. It happened in one of the village in Capoeira. Okay? It's called Bluetooth mode.
What did you do? Bluetooth mode.
Okay. So that farmer went out to cultivate. So when he was cultivating, because there is no wife at home, so he has to cut up for his need to eat in the evening. So when the man went for cultivation, he came back in the evening and knew that there is nothing at home to eat. So he bought for himself 5 mangoes, 5 red mangoes with good orange color. He bought them and put them in his own sack and came home. So he entered it, opened up the light and sat down. He brought a certain saucepan, poured the water inside and washed the fruit. So he picked the first fruit and bite it. So when he bite it, he saw some mangoes were moving in that mango. So he placed it aside. He picked the second one, it was the same. He said, what is the problem? What is the problem? He picked the third one and bite it again. It was also rotten. So he picked the third one and put them aside. He also picked the fourth one. He said, this is my second last hope. He bite it and found out that it was still rotten. He said, oh God, what kind of problem is this? He picked the last one. He said, God, this is my last hope. When he bite it, he saw it was rotten again. He brought all the mangoes that were rotten, he placed them on the table, and he went slowly and switched off the light and ate them in the darkness. Thank you.
We need 2 minutes? Okay, do it slowly, there's no pressure. We have still 2 minutes. Any relook?
Okay. I got a quick exercise that I need to do. I need 3 students. And I'm going to pick them randomly, okay? You come. You come. You come. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. Yeah? Yes, we come. Okay. A plane crash is no man's land between Ethiopia and Somalia. Yeah? Where would they park this virus? Okay. I think people already. Okay, a plane crash from a plane crash, yeah. So like my question is, where would they park the survivors?
Okay. You said the survivors. The survivors cannot be buried because they are alive.
Okay, thanks for that. You can go. She got it. Alright, okay. I got it for one also. Okay. Talk You don't talk? No. Okay, if you don't talk, I get to what you want right now. Okay, it's done. I think you can go. Okay, I was like, if you don't talk, I get you what you want. She was like, that's already off. Okay? Because you talked already. In which language? In which language? Primary 5 English. But you didn't go to school. Small. But please, I beg you, don't use that language. Use English. Listen. Use English. Good morning. How are you? I'm a reader. Animal. It's a long tail. Minus. Something. To open the door. Plus, the opposite of the night. Hello. Okay. Don't laugh at me. English is the primary 5. You are hearing me? Animal with a long tail. That tail that you know. Minus. Something. To open the door. Plus. The opposite of the night. I need your answer. Who wonder how? Oh, jacket. Yes. Are you a night mover? Because there's a night here, a night. Alright? You give us the note if the answer is okay. Okay, like animal with a long tail, minus something. Hello. Is my... Why? He's my friend. I don't know him. They have known themselves. He's saying, this is my friend. He's going to talk his head. You don't talk your head.
Animal with a long tail minus the fingers used to open a door, plus the opposite of the night is Monday, the answer is Monday. Because the animal that has a long tail is monkey, minus the fingers used to open a door is a key, plus the opposite of the day, which is plus the opposite of the night, which is day. So the answer is Monday.
She got this. She got right. She got this. Right, yes. This one. This one. You got. Even the wood, they can speak English more than you. I mean.
He has gone to school. In Wood? Yes.
Okay, members, I am cultivated, but when I'm taken home, I'm useful. I'm a learning student to ask this question. All the leaders. I am cultivated, but when I'm taken home, I will be used for cooking. I am cultivated. When taken home, I will be used for cooking. When you remove my first letter, when you remove my first letter, I will be used for cooking. I don't want any darling student to answer this. You don't want any darling student.
You don't have girls?
That is student.
There is no trial, please. If you try and fail, you are
I hope we have agriculture teachers here.
Darling students, the two campuses.
Can I have the campus to answer? Just okay, I don't want. But
you wait. That's good. It's good.
Yeah, I think the answer is soil. When you remove acid, it will remain oil. So oil is used for cooking.
Yeah, the answer is correct. Thank you.
The answer correct. Time for video is over. I am going for something different. Tongue twisting.
Okay, my name is Alia Gabriel from Dan Wisdom. My tongue twister is give Papa proper copy in a copper copy cup. Give Papa a proper copy in a copper copy cup.
You can try.
Give Papa a proper copy in a copper copy cup. You make it 3 times. Give Papa a proper copy in a copper copy cup.
You know, what I only heard here in this damn twisting is gift. Is gift. But the other one is not Papa. I do not know.
Okay, it is like this, Give Papa a proper copy in a copper copy cup. In a copper copy cup.
You have to repeat, no? Give Papa a proper copy in a copper copy cup. Give Papa a proper copy in a copy. Give Papa a proper coffee in a copper coffee cup.
Listen to me properly, okay? I'll make it 3 times, okay? Give Papa proper copy in a copper cup. Give Papa proper. Anyway, now let me adjust small things. The small thing is like this. Red lorry, yellow lorry. 3 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry. It's like it will be like this. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. That's 3 only. 3.
Okay, it is red lorry and yellow lorry. Okay, it is red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Okay. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry.
Okay. This issue of this tongue twisting, we are arriving to the table of judges, please. The reason why we are here is about Rukuma. Ladies and gentlemen, The program will be handed over to the table of judges or the table of adjudicators, juries. It is your chance now to tell us what are the findings of the resolutions that we have debated. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome the judges. All right, before you are prepared, just give me 1 minute for EBC to announce those who are going to listen to their program of the debate. Big brother, you are welcome.
Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Yaba Masharabia. Yaba Masharabia. So, it is my pleasure to meet you today all here. My name is Big Brother, the Big Super BTS. I am a journalist and I am responsible under the media team for education program, and I am the presenter for education program. For those of you who have been listening to the radio, where we bring different schools to the studio, we also broadcast the debates and the poems over the radio. The person who has been caught in that program, here I am live. So my name is Big Brother. Are we together? So, me always, I am a neutral body. Whether you are a failure or you are a successor, for me I go by any side. I would just want to announce to you that the education program on EBC Radio always comes every Saturday and Sunday, and from 2 to 4 p.m. And the frequency of the radio remains 89.4. And then nowadays we have also initiated the program at Top FM 89.7 in the evening, the same days. And then for those of you who will be leaving the podium now or the room now to go home after your results, you open your radio on Saturday and tell your parents to listen, neither to your broken English or correct English. So you will sit there at home and judge yourself alone at 2 exactly. Are we together? If you fail to listen at 2 exactly, open 89.7, which is Top FM, at 6 in the evening hour up to 10. It is also another civic education program. So that is the good news I have for you. Have the best of your lovely time. And if you have school songs to the teachers of the different schools around, if your school is having a school song and you have not given it to us for promotion, so please, before you take your step to go back to your school, you have to meet us. If you have competitions in your school, you have good drama group, the school journalism clubs. That is our work that we are dealing with under the media. We always visit different schools to train the school journalism club, and also to record the poems and the debate competitions at your various schools. Otherwise, God bless you all. We shall be in touch in one way or the other. See you when you see me.
Thank you so much. We believe in the power of media, and that's why you are seeing this gentleman spending the whole of the day was asked. Now EBC joined and he has given you a green light of how you can go and listen to yourself how you have spoken, what were the points of argument that you have presented, and how did you win and how did you lose. So in a debate, very important, and media is there to promote our talent. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Allow me to call upon the juries of today's debate to have the results announced, please. My adjudicators, the podium is yours. Thank you so much. We are eagerly waiting for the results of today.
Good afternoon to all of us. Okay, before I commence on, let me recognize the presence of August House, High Chapel, their students. Not forgetting, we give glory back to God for keeping us through the session. Before I go into announcing the results, I'm going to give the chance to my colleague to give remarks on the things that we looked at and things we'd like you to improve on. Sayer.
The school representatives, the school administrators around, the students from different schools, and the August House. Good afternoon. Once again, I am Irene Miller, the co-judge. The debate generally was good. I'll only give some comment. And the comment is going to lie on the areas of judgment. And that is to start with the introduction. Introduction was good, but it wasn't excellent. You introduce yourself and also introduce your colleagues by mentioning their name, and maybe you can tell them to stand on their feet. That is to tell us these are the people who are negating or affirming the resolution. The next people kindly follow that. The second thing is the area of judgment. We also look at the content of which to some extent it was not fulfilled. That is looking at the perimeter. If you are saying your perimeter is South Sudan, whatever point that you are making should be within South Sudan, giving examples, live examples concerning South Sudan. The microphone, I think, is clearing me. What is the problem? Yes. The next group that will come, kindly look at that. The presentation generally was good. The quotation and evidences. There is a way you present your evidence to the table of jury. If your time has elapsed, there will be no need for you to give us your evidence. They are invalid. As you are speaking, you are trying to tell us whatever you have said is this with an evidence. If you are quoting from the Constitution of South Sudan, we need to see the Constitution. Which page, which paragraph, which article. The summary, most of you did not summarize. You give us your point of argument, but the summary is not there. Then the last thing is the conclusion. You don't need to conclude by saying the motion is this and this and this. I would like to conclude by saying this. No. We want you to conclude logically. What do you understand about this resolution? What do you really understand about this particular topic you are debating about? Otherwise, these are the only things I need the next group to correct. And I would like to stop here and invite the next speaker. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much, Ariel. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I still remain Karan Gabriel. May the protocol remain observed. To get into the judgment, the two debates have been overwhelming. I could see the audience sharing out the speakers. Nevertheless, the criteria for the judgment weren't really met by the speakers, because there were some areas that were being messed up, of which the speakers couldn't reach those areas. And I can tell that it is actually the poor punctuality the speakers have that led to this mess. Because if you're punctual enough, then you should know the areas you are to tackle. And for that case, you need to wrap up with your things so that you can meet all the criteria. Two, I would like to advise some of the speakers and also recommend, please work on your language, the grammar. You have the content, right? Yeah. But the delivery of what you have was a bit challenging due to the language you have. So I advise you to work on your language so that the delivery can be good. And also the points you make, you should go straight and you may state a point. Try to at least elaborate more on the points and tell us its relevance to the resolution we are debating on. So those were the few things I noted, and thank you. Back to you, Chief Judge.
Of course, now comes the most awkward part of the debate session, announcing the results. But of course, I believe in a principle in the Bible that says, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what is God, because I'm a Christian. So, what we are going to hear right now from here is to the best of our knowledge and to the best of our honesty. Most have been said. I would just like to remind us on the criteria that we looked at. One was the introduction, how you did your introduction, and that we award 10 marks. And in content also, how best to explain the content. There also you go with 20 marks. Then presentation, of course, that will generalize your overall speech deliverance, and that goes with 45 marks. Then you have quotation, examples, and evidence. We award you 10 marks. Summary 5, and conclusion 10 marks. If you sum, give a total of 100. So, in the first session, we had the affirmers, none other than the Cuba Academy, and negators, being Sudan Secondary School. The resolution was more schools should be built rather than hotels in South Sudan. From the farmers, we have had the following Nibol, Paul, Atian, Madin, and Atong Beatrice. And negators also presented by 3 debaters, Sheikh Wed, Darren Gabriel, and Mahmoud Simon. Now coming into the technicality of the judgment. Of course, we have 3. Each of us are 1 mark, and for you to get an average, the total divided by 3. So, to begin with, Nibol Paul managed, or before that, let me also put a remark. We considered in the averages, we did round. We considered 1 decimal place. So you may hear 0.7, 0.8. Okay. Nibol Paul managed to get an average of 54.7, followed by Atian 60.3, Atong Beatrice 58%. Coming to the cases, a check with managed to obtain 62.3, Garan Gabriel 77.3, Mike Simon 68.3. Now, to the best debaters in this session, a goes to Atian Madi and Gabriel. Garang Gabriel, I mean. The overall best debater is none other than Garang Gabriel from the negation with an average of 77.3. And the second, Atian Madi, 60.3%. Now to declare the results. Like I said, we give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what is God. And maybe also I should bring this to our attention that I believe all of us here are judges because we've been observing and watching and listening. The only difference is the power vested upon us to declare the results. So, for that session, the winners were the negators with an average of 69.3, which is Sudan Secondary School. Congratulations. The average for our farmers is 57.7. The second session was between Elite High School and Mount Olive High School. The resolution was students should be blamed for their failure rather than teachers. Quite a nice one. And I believe the presenters, perhaps they were insights of the land from their predecessors, or the presenters before them. And on the areas mentioned by my colleagues earlier, they managed to improve somehow. So, from the farmers, there was Aduk Susan, Abbas Afon, Jok Ajit, so the three. And negators were represented by Sarafina Nyendeng, Bull Paul, Surprise Quill. Now, coming to the average obtained by each from our farmers, Aduk Susan managed to obtain average of 86%. Abbas Akul, 74.7%. Jok Ajit, 88.7%. For negators, Serafina managed to obtain an average of 62%. Bull Paul, 54%. Surprise Queer, 59%. Maybe I should comment here. Of course, for us as judges, once you come in to present your point, we assume you have mastered your point. Okay? So what you have noticed is some debaters were basically reading their notes, which of course gives us question mark whether the debaters were well prepared. And that resulted in what we are hearing. So, coming to the best debaters, the best two debaters, affirmative, Jok Ajit, which is 88.7, and negators, Sarafina and then 62%. The overall best debater in the session goes to none other than Jok Ajit. The second in position between the two competing or debating schools are the Nigeria with an average of 58.3%. Our farmers, who are the winners, obtain an average of 83.1%. Which is none other than elite high school. Congratulations. Please come to the end of the announcement and we prepare for the next session. Thank you.
Excuse us, please. May you have seat. Osana. Hello. Hey. Yes, please. May we have seats. We have only announcement. Congratulations to all the four schools. We don't have losers. We have the learners who are sent back to go and learn more and make a comeback like Manchester United. And Arsenal will not like it. Yes, I am here to announce. Yes, if we come like Arsenal. Let me not crack that joke. Let me not go that far. The announcement is very simple. In the next round, that is quarterfinal, congratulations to Elite and Osana Secondary School for making it to quarterfinal of South Sudan Debaters Contest. The quarterfinal is going to be on Friday. And here, based on our pictures we are having, the quarterfinal is going to be between Osana Secondary School and Elite High School in the morning. You are going to face each other. Osana, you are going to be opposed, and Elite High School is going to negate the resolution. And the resolution is as follows. Get the resolution. It is with all your debate patrons, but for the sake of serving the media. The resolution is very simple. It is, a pen is mightier than what? Yes, that is the motion. Comes on Friday and we get our, the pen is mightier than the straw. So you go and elaborate much and let's meet on Friday. Please, let us accept the results. No fighting. Teachers, let us not incite violence. Remember, it is program approved by the next budget. Yes, 1 minute, we are done with this session. From the organizers, we are asking all the teachers, we are all teachers without borders. Don't incite the violence. We should remain as agents of peace and peace ambassadors. Remember, a learner cannot fight when a teacher is calm. Let us be calm. Teachers who are here will challenge you. Any teacher that promotes violence is not a teacher but a chalkboard teacher. Because a real teacher, according to what I know, is that person who is inspired and drive the learners to the bright future. Let us be accepting the results, please. The two schools that did not make it. Today is Osana, tomorrow will be you. Today is Elite, and next tomorrow will be 7-day Adventist. Let me give it to the moderator.
Thank you, CEO John Trinquer, for that wonderful remark. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, he put it early that we don't go, please. Why are you so impatient? Remember, your patron did not talk and you are leaving. Now, we have learners here who do not have themselves. You are just going back to improve. And next year, you will come back stronger, just like Arsenal. Arsenal failed last year, and this year, so Arsenal failed last year, and this year they have come back very strong. And I believe they will make it, but I don't support Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to call upon the patron of Juba Academy Secondary School. 1 minute, sir. We clap.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Kisaparwot Gerald, and I want to first of all thank Teachers Without Borders for coming up with this initiative that now Juba Academy has been one of the participants. And I also want to thank Humanity Care that has teamed up with Teachers Without Borders to bring this program. The debate has been so tense. We watched it, and we shall believe in what the judges have given. We have seen our strength and areas of weakness. We shall use this debate to improve so that, like someone has said before, that we can come back stronger next time. I believe we shall come back stronger next time. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone for participating. I mean the participants for participating. I remain the patron for Juba Academy. Next time when I have the time, a chance to talk to you, we shall be able to rub shoulders. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is the ambition. This is the work that we need from young people like the teachers that are in the building today. Juba Academy, you came all the way from Nisitu just in order to go back, accept that, and you come back stronger next year. You are known for leading in the examination, and you will be known again next year for doing great things in such activities in the school next time. Thank you so much. The next patron that I'm going to go to is call upon the patron of Mount Olive Secondary School.
The protocol remains observed. My name is John Cholda, commonly Cholda Break is the common name. First of all, I would like to thank Teachers Without Borders for bringing up this initiative. I'm going to be brief. Based on the results that were given, I have found that the results were very accurate and they were correct. We have nothing to do with them. They were results given without any compromise. Then one thing, this is we have gained an experience here, and I've realized maybe based on my side, maybe I'm the one responsible for the failure of the team, because I've been occupied by some writings of my novel, and I'm also a poet. So I've been occupied by interviews and many other things, so I didn't have enough time to prepare them. So I believe next day when we come, the students will have to come on their train. Then one thing that I want to forget. One thing that I want to tell Teachers Without Borders, the debate system that we have here in South Sudan is not going to improve because we end up raising dramas. What I want to mean here is that let us be giving motions immediately when the debate has started. Then from there we can be able to raise students that think, those that we can act, and those that can debate. when I came here, I think I would like to stop there, and that's all I have to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much for accepting that. The results were fair and free. I think Mount Olive Secondary School for affirming the results. Moving on to the next one, please allow me to call upon the patron of Elite High School.
First of all, I am called Simon Deng Chola, my name, the patron of the Leader School. On behalf of the school and on my own behalf, I want to appreciate the Teachers Without Borders for this very good organization. Last year people participated, but it was primary schools. If you have extended it to secondary schools, we are very happy for that. The second thing I would like to request from all of us is I want to assure all of you that the Lead High School, those who are participating here, and those who are left in the school, will try their level best to show their highest level of rationality. We will not do anything, come lost, come win, we shall always be happy and proud. We have learned, if you lose, you want to become a second runner, you are not a loser, you are a second runner. So thank you very much. On what he said, he has a point. At least the Kalpaba motion us to begin at 20 minutes before the debate. From there we learn who is ready for the debate and who has come from the school, then come with the point to download them for us. Nigeria will them download it. Thank you very much.
I think this one is hitting up. You know, I think if I'm not mistaken, the resolution, you have been having them for the past 3 months. So if the organization did not do that, still we are working to transform ourselves. Transformation begins from there, those who initiated the idea and the learners that we are transforming as well. So it will be done. Thank you for putting it right, if that need be. Another patron that I'm going to call upon is the patron of Wasana High School. Sir, please, you are welcome.
Yes, sir.
Let the protocol remain observed. In front of you is me, Duncan Madam, the patron of Osama. But I have nothing to say. I'm very happy, so I have nothing to say. What I can tell you is, you, the organizers, let's encourage our younger sisters and brothers so that we can at least take the nation to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All the speeches from the patron are over. Now the participating schools may give the ground to the other ones that are going to participate in the afternoon session. We thank you so much for your cooperation. Go well as we remain well. Next year, come back stronger. Don't go and do another thing. We wish you all the best in the next academic year.
Can prepare for the next. Cancel. Okay. You prepare.